Oh, oh, that is what it's all about. Exactly, D. Parker. That's just how you do it. What a performance. High pressure, high stakes, and we've just rolled Stoke over. Unbelievable performance from the team. Absolutely brilliant. And we're half a step away now. That's it. We are half a step away. That's it now. Sheffield United have got to do something that teams haven't done, including us in 30 games against Burnley. They've got to win. And I just find it very difficult to believe that it's going to happen. That's why you'll see the match reaction for that game, the promotion party stream. It's already up, people. It's almost a formality. We are up. It's halfway, but we're up. We're up at this point, right? Ali saying here, first hit the like, shout out to you. Hyru here saying from the opening, you could set this urgency from the players. The new was at stake today. Peru was fantastic. Bogle man of the match. Even a larger cameo. Yeah. Listen, I mean, God, do I need to get into we don't want details. I tell you what, man. I tell you what, if anyone puts in details that I'm going to try and avoid today, I will answer it. Otherwise, we're going to keep this light, all right? Because quite frankly, I'll be real with you. I was watching the game, but I wasn't watching it with the eye that I usually do. I was just enjoying it, man. I was enjoying the fact that we are at a high pressure game, and this club historically, let's be real, can be Leedsy. We've seen it over and over again, and we've put in a performance today that said, nah, we're going up. It's there's nothing derailing us from a top two finish. I'm absolutely delighted, man. I'm honestly delighted. Once we get the P next to our name later on tonight, then the jubilation will be times 100. But listen, people, hey, I haven't even done housekeeping. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, drop your comments below, all that stuff. You know what it is. You know what it is. Yeah, party mode, man. Ian saying, I think Farker wants to be a fan favorite now with some of his subs. That Mandea saying Bogle has hardly put a foot wrong all season. Absolute quality here. I mean, we're going to speak about Joel Peru today. And listen, I want to see where the Joel Peru people are. He's the top scorer now. I mean, the league is objectively crap, but he's still the top scorer. He still had to do it. But he was sensational. But you're right. Bogle was absolutely on fire today. They couldn't handle him. And it's been like that all season. The opening, I would say, let's say the 3, maybe 4 weeks, opening month for the season for Jayden Bogle was slow. He was just coming back off getting rinsed every week at Sheffield United in the Prem, and it took a little adjustment. But since then, this guy's been so consistent, man. He's up there. He's up there in terms of just pure consistency in terms of his performances. He was absolutely brilliant today. They couldn't handle him, man. Richard in the house with the super chat here. No Peru, no party, nothing, none at all, man. Seasiders TV say, my guy, Leeds go up. My non-league team beat relegation. My non-league team beat relegation. I don't know who that is, man. I don't look down the leagues. Let me know. Let me know who that is. But salute to them as well. I'm happy that you've had a good day. Rob C saying, have you got a Supermarket? I don't have Supermarket, but what I do have is I got Red Bull. Okay. And we're going to contribute to the Red Bull fund so we can fund these for these players in the summer because we're going to need some. All right. So here, Red Bull here, and I got one for later. I don't have any Supermalt on tap. But Darren here saying Bogle's only was shaky only for the first 2-3 games. I think it was for a little bit longer than that. It did. There was a few games where you could tell that the defensive work needed to be done. And it was like a hangover effect from he literally was a part of a team that conceded 100 goals in the Premier League. That's going to take its toll no matter what. But he shook it off after the first month for me. But fairs. Parrot House, always supporting, man. Thank you, Parrot House, for the super chat. Oh, Bridlington Town. Okay, Bridlington Town. Salute to them. Big up to them. But Parrot House, thank you for the support, man, as always. And listen, Mr. P as well for the super thanks on the last video. Tom saying that's my favorite energy drink. It's beautiful, man. What is it? Vanilla, ice, vanilla, and berry. It's lovely. Yeah, John saying we did what we had to do. Absolutely. Right. I'm just trying to help the fund. I'm just trying to contribute any way I can, give some money. If it helps pay someone's wages for a little bit longer, let's do it. Hey, let's do it. I know that's not how it works, just for the people that think I'm being serious. And listen, 5 million Bogle, thanks Sheffield United. I've been saying this to my partner like for ages, and I said it today. She went upstairs. She's gone. We're gonna watch the Burnley Sheffield United game, but I said Thank you so much for that. What business? 5 million for him. And I know they replaced him or trying to replace him with Alfie Gilchrist, who a lot of you were saying that we should get. I say now we don't need that at this point. We need some experienced heads there. And I don't know what's happened to him, whether he's injured or off form, but he went through a patch where he just lost it. But we definitely got the better of that deal. 5 million for him. Absolutely wonderful, man. Banter Effect saying here, now we're Premier League, go get KDB on a free. Well, I mean, the thing is, I hear what you're saying, but he's very, very injury prone at this stage of his career. Lovely player, absolute wonderful player. But you know, we've got enough of those. We don't need any more of those. All right. But I hear what you're saying. HM here say, oh, with a super sticker. Thank you for that, man. Thank you for that. Yeah, the first half was sensational. Look, I mean, I would like this the second half to have got like a couple more goals, but how can you complain with 6-0? You can't complain. It was just a case of just controlling the game and Stoke wanted to get out of there. You could just see they didn't even try and attack in the second half. It was more of a case of don't let them score anymore. But you know, when you got Manor Solomon putting in a ball like that to Willie Nonto, you can't contain that. You know what I mean? You can't contain that, man. Alan here saying, lovely to see Gray getting a few minutes, KG. It was, man. It was in terms of it. Seeing Harry Gray get his debut there, lovely to see. It would have been nice to see him cap it off with a goal, but we wasn't really playing that kind of football towards the end. And Stoke were just really deep in their box. But yeah, nice to see Harry Gray, and he's going to have a big future. We know that, and we've got to make sure it's at this football club. We can't let him get poached like his brother. We need to keep Harry Gray in the system, and you know, give him the minutes when he's deserved them. And I think this was a perfect time. Does make you think, no, in terms of you know, other choices. You know, Joseph not seeing the pitch today, and you know, Bamford getting on. I know what they were trying to do with Bamford. It was so obvious they were trying to get him a garbage goal today in order to get, you know, break his duck for the season, and this was the perfect game to do so. I know what they were doing there, but it just makes you think in terms of the minutes shared. Maybe Joseph may have to go elsewhere come the summer, but we'll speak about that after next week. Prosa with the super chat here. Thank you. When it rains, it pours, but in a Peru way, love it. Yeah, he was on fire. He went, I don't even know, how many games did he go without scoring? Was it like 7? And then he comes up with 4 goals today, and they were just cultured finishes. And it wasn't just his finishing, by the way. In terms of Joel Peru, it was his general play, and you could tell he was just feeling it. He was so confident with the ball. He was doing pirouettes. He was holding it up. He was flicking it on like that. That obviously, it goes without saying, that was his best performance for Leeds United. I don't think it's even close either. Just absolutely marvelous from Joel Peru, and that was a striker that was cold off form. And when you consider his first goal as well, by the way, set up by Manor Solomon, of course. Just a lovely finish, and that is not what you'd expect from a player that hasn't scored and has missed a couple of chances in recent games, but he just slided it into the bottom corner, man. And that's what you get with Joel Peru. That's what I keep saying with Joel Peru. If you're asking him to run around like a headless chicken, you're not going to get nothing out of him. But if you give him the opportunities in the box, he's more than likely going to score more than not. And now he's up to 19 goals. Yeah, Lloyd saying here, Sargent and Sands crying after the golden boot gone. Yeah, I mean, I think he'll wrap it up. I think he'll add a couple more on. I can't remember when we said it, but I think I said he's going to get over 20. I expect him to do that next Monday. Absolutely. Yeah, Lee's here saying, I said Peru gets service, he smashes them in. Yeah, more times than that. That's what he is. He's a finisher. He's a cultured finisher. That's what he is. He's a technical player. He's not one of these run around, look busy. If I'm not doing anything, I'm gonna, run around to make it look like, get my heat map up. He's give me service and I'll score the goals, and that's what we've seen today. So big up to Joel Peru. And look, just a couple from LUFC data here. New club record. Joel Peru scores the fastest ever Leeds United League hat trick in the club's history inside the opening 20 minutes. And just following on from that, also from LUFC data, 100% conversion rate, 17 touches, 6 opposition box touches, 4 goals, 4 shots on target. Sensational. Sensational, man. Yeah, headless chicken. Aaronson's got it covered. Yeah, look, I'm not going to bring up anything that's going to bring down the mood. I'm going to try not to. I want to keep this up. We can save conversations for after the season. One thing that you do have to highlight, though, and because it is a little significant, but Daniel Farker, spoke about Dan James, because obviously Harry Gray came in at the expense of Dan James, and it's because Dan James in the last outing that he had may have aggravated his hamstring injury, and I just wish that he would have just left him out. You know, we knew that it was precautionary for Friday's game or whenever it was. Now I can't even remember. Yeah, Good Friday. It would have been, and you had other options on the bench you could have used, and it's just one of those again where why did Dan James even have to see the pitch? But again, we'll speak about that come the end of the season. Let's keep it good. Let's keep the mood light. Let's keep it light. What's everyone saying? Lee in the house saying here, top goal scorer, 100 points in Champions would be a perfect season getting Leeds. Yeah, let's do it, man. Let's do it. They did. Oh man, please speak English. All right, okay. Carl here saying Roden didn't get whacked in the face there, but had a hobble in last 20 and carried on. What a player. Yeah, listen, Roden, it's one of these things now where I've given him his props. I've given him, you know, individual videos. I've given him a lot of praise, but it's one of those where when Roden goes down, you just expect him to get back up. Unless his knee is hanging off by a thread, I expect him just to wrap it up and get on with it. That's the kind of player he is. He's kind of old school in that way, man. He reminds me of old school centre backs where he's not just going to go down with it. Oh, got a little thing here. Oh, he's going to just carry on, put a bandage on it and get on with it, man. Put some tussin on it, yeah, and just carry on with it. That's Joe Roden, man. He's been absolutely sensational. And people saying about Roden being their player of the season, I don't, you know, disagree with that. You know, you can have your shout for that. It's a worthy shout because he's been consistently brilliant all season long. Absolutely brilliant, man. Gary here saying, yeah, so unleadsy, a fantastic watch. It's crazy, isn't it, people? It is absolutely crazy how unleadsy that was. And we've had it so many times. Even in my time being on YouTube, we've had so many Leedsy moments where it's kind of, can you guys just stop doing it to us, please? Like, I'd love to come on here and not have to talk about another Leedsy moment. And we haven't done that. We've done that again today. And this is probably, and maybe it's recency bias talking here, and I'm fully aware of that. But this is probably my favorite performance just because of everything that was at stake today. The Watford away performance is still up there for me because we've just lost a cup game, and you're thinking, damn, we changed a lot of the team. Can we get back in the rhythm? We go there beating 4-0. But today, with the lights bright, Premier League's tweeting about Leeds could go up today along with Burnley, and you're thinking, are we going to suffer under the pressure or are we going to thrive? And we absolutely thrive, man. We thrived in it today. Nabino here, what's the preferred result from Burnley Sheffield United game? I mean, at this point, I guess a draw just so that we can wrap up the league with more comfort, but we just don't need Sheffield United to win. And as soon as that happens, we're promoted. And then it's just a straight battle and no slip-ups between us and Burnley to decide who goes out champion. So you want the championship, we want a draw for this game. But as long as Sheffield United don't win, it's a promotion party in a couple of hours. And yeah, I've set the video for around 7:30-ish. So listen, just lock back into the channel and we'll talk then. Jake. Stoke crash like Stone Cold squad bite. Oh my lord. By the way, again, for the people that watch wrestling, give me your thoughts on WrestleMania in the comments, especially after the video's done. Was you happy with the main event? Did the main event sour you because The Rock wasn't there? But yeah, that was mad. Stone Cold. That woman delayed the drop though. I know she's looking for a payout though. And if you're a lawyer, you're telling her to sue TKO. Oh, for sure. We're going to see you at every event like that green smiley shirt, man. It's all mad. It's all mad. Yeah. He was drunk as hell. Crazy. Listen, Carmelo won on Friday on SmackDown. Jacob Fatu won on Saturday. Dom on Sunday. Leeds today. What's not to love? Except for my Penguins being trash. But you can't have everything. Chris saying here, Stoke today were like WrestleMania. Fairs. Oh, God. Mike here saying Bogle for Shackleton may be the best bit of transfer business we've ever done. Yeah, that whole Shaq thing. The thing is, I don't want to be horrible. I don't. But when people tell you that we should have kept people like Shackleton, we should have kept, should have given Forshaw another year and all this stuff. I just wonder what are they speaking from? Are they speaking from football talent, or is it just pure emotion and heart because they're already here or whatever it is? I just don't get it. But yes, we've absolutely won that side of the trade or deal, I should say. I don't even know if Shackleton's been playing. I think he might be injured again. I mean, Hyru saying, yeah, Mania was pretty mid, Fatu winning. Yeah. Oh God. Oh man, listen, you guys, man. Funny stuff, man. Jay Racer here saying no more heat map Adams. Nah, you know what? We're not doing that with Tyler Adams, man, because this is what I mean about people rewriting history, man. Tyler Adams did not do the heat map stuff. When he went out injured, that's when things started to fall apart. We was already a bad team anyway. I'm not excusing the rest of the team, but we finished with 31 points. But he was a huge part why he was at least decent in that midfield area. When he went out, boy, McKennie went off the boil. Jesse Marsh. Oh, listen, it was all mad. But listen, people, hopefully we can avoid all that next season. This is a new chapter. I expect different results. And I also expect the people that were on top at the 49ers who are in the background, being consulted on a couple of decisions, to have learned from that too. So people, hopefully that's it. Because guys, what we don't want, and I was watching the Ipswich Arsenal match yesterday, we don't want that. I saw Ipswich players turn up and they look beaten already. They were like, oh, and as soon as the first goal went in for Arsenal, they were like, it's another one of those days. That's what we're trying to avoid. But my hope, and we'll speak about this coming the end of the season, is that we're going to recruit from a whole different pool of players. I don't want to see any of those players that are at Leicester, Southampton, Ipswich. Liam Delap, he's going to be going elsewhere. I don't want to see any of those. I want us to go into a different pool, our own pool, and create our own lane. We don't need to be doing the whole Jordan Ayew thing, Harry Winks. No, just no. This is Leeds United, man. This is Leeds United. We can do better, and we definitely will do better. Darren here saying we need solid players from the continent. Yeah, everywhere. Use the scouting everywhere. Absolutely, Dan. And listen, I'll throw in some names come the summer when we do transfer videos. Can't wait, man. I can't wait. I've been itching to do these videos about league players that Leeds United could target for the Premier League, and we're almost there, people. Almost there. Going to do them at the end of the season, or let me just say that I'm not going to do them like in between the Bristol City game and then the Plymouth game. Going to wait till the end of the season after we do the end of season review, where hopefully I have a guest on with me to do that review as well. Ryan Kent will be linked week one. Tremendous. Hopefully not. Hopefully not. What we got here? Okay, this is an interesting one. Don't want to be associated to all transfer links. I'll just say this once because I answered it in the comments as well. But there is one player that I wouldn't mind if we were linked with again. In terms of who we linked with before. But you're right. I don't want to be linked with. I mean, if people are still talking about Carl Walker-Peters, Che Adams, just drop me out of all of that. I don't want to hear that. And if we're going for those kind of players, then we may as well just book our championship journey for next season, because we ain't staying up with those kind of players. All right. Robert here, going a bit spiritual here. That was as close to a religious experience that you can get on this earth. Tremendous, Robert. Tremendous. Unless it's Rafinha. Rafinha is Ballon d'Or, man. He ain't coming back, but isn't it just nice to see what we had with Rafinha? He's literally one of the best. He's been pulling Barcelona out of the mire so many times. And just think as well with Barca, at one point they were trying to get rid of him in order to, link up Yamal and Nico Williams. He's literally been their best player. I love seeing it with Rafinha. Absolutely. Yeah, and no sentimental stuff. Absolutely not. No Calvin Phillips. So I think he's injured again. No, we don't. We need to be going on a new path. And if the 49ers haven't learned that, well, then they didn't learn any lessons from the last regime, and that's what they should have done. What they don't want is basically any players. I can't say. I can't. No, let me not. Yeah, he is clutch. Absolutely clutch. See, Michael here going Ben White. Ben White's got injury issues, man. You know what I mean? He's been hurt a lot. And it's basically cost him his place at Arsenal. Now he can't get past Urian Timber. Ben White has got his injury problems, so we don't need to be getting that back. But I understand what you're saying. Ben White, when he's fit, is a good player, absolutely. But he's got his problems right now. Arson saying here, Haaland will join us next season. Tremendous. But this is another thing as well. I don't want players from the Austrian league. We've done that. I disagree with that. I always say this about things. Just because you've bought from a certain club or from a certain league, it doesn't mean that everyone else in that league won't work out for you. That's just a real poor, way of thinking. That's just like saying if you buy one Irish player and he doesn't work out, I ain't buying no more Irish players. It's a bit closed-minded. You just have to scout for the right profile, the right mentality, which is so important, especially where we're going to be in the Premier League. We're not going to be, I would love it if we are, we're not going to be flirting with the top 10. We're going to try and keep our heads above water, and you're going to need mentally strong characters for that. And if they haven't got it up here, it doesn't matter what talent level they've got. We've seen that previously as well. They've got to have it up here, and that's what the recruitment team have got to research, and I'm sure they'll do that come the summer. Let's have a look here. Yeah, I'm excited too, man. I'm excited. Listen, I'm gonna hop off here in a bit, but like I say, I will be back later on when promotion is confirmed. And I'm saying it is. I don't care if I'm blowing my load early. It will be confirmed today. I fully expect Burnley to get a positive result tonight. Absolutely. Let me just see here. What have I got here? Let me just get the table up. Let me just get the table up. Absolutely brilliant, man. Absolutely brilliant. Ritsudo, that's a good one. That's a good one, Darren. We'll speak about all that in a bit. But yeah, look at that, people. 94 points. By the way, the goal difference is absolutely we've smashed it, man. Absolutely smashed it. No matter how many, and Burnley have done well defensively, but we've been scoring goals as well as not conceding many. Another clean sheet for Cardalo today. Didn't have a whole lot to do, if anything. Did he have anything to do? I don't remember anything of significance. But yeah, this is it. We've got it confirmed, haven't we? Just to say, I mean, I don't really go into these kind of stats, but it was an absolute battering today. I mean, it wasn't even close. It was like a training session today. 18 shots and 11 of them on target. That's a sensational ratio. Absolutely sensational. Possession passes and all that stuff. 4 goals for Peru, 1 for Junior Firpo, which I think will be, well, it's not his last home game, but a nice leaving present come the summer. Firpo getting on the score sheet again. Nice to see Nanto get on the score sheet too after a few performances bit indifferent. So with Dan James being out, Nanto got the start, and he made use of it today. Nanto was real. I thought he was really good today, Willie Nanto, in comparison to his previous performances. So good to see Willie get that one on the board as well. But yeah, people, there we go. That's it. That's it for this stream. We will be back later after the Burnley Sheffield United game. So please join me there. Let me just make sure I haven't missed anything out. I haven't missed anything on this one. So people, join me after the Burnley Sheffield United game where we can celebrate together. Okay. Like the video before you go. Peace out.